It's safe to say in life we all have mundane tasks that, they feel overwhelming and annoying, and they tend to pile up. But the bottom line is, Amanda's going to remind you today that sometimes those mundane tasks are gifts that we should cherish. Easier said than done. Throughout our lead up to today, I have been struck by Amanda's calm, reassuring presence. She's consistently even and balanced. And it's not just Amanda's story of strength and resilience that will leave you in awe, but it's also the way that she tells her incredible and almost unbelievable story. Let's welcome Amanda Thibeault to the stage with her story, A Simple Act of Love.
My daughter has fallen asleep on the couch. It's mid-February, and the house is quiet. Everyone else is at work or school. I've brought the basket of laundry clothes into the living room to be close to her while she sleeps. As the sun is streaming into the room, I watch her sleep restlessly, her cheeks flushed and puffy. The basket of clothes is almost empty, and I am struck with an immense feeling of gratitude for being here, present in this moment. Folding her laundry and feeling joy in this simple act of love. Who am I, feeling joy and gratitude in doing my 16-year-old's laundry? I think about the roller coaster I've been on in the past 2 months, that we've been on. We are in the bowels of the emergency room. I had rushed there immediately after receiving a call from the doctor's office while I was at work, telling me that my daughter needed to be brought here. As a nurse who used to work in the emergency department, I know the signs that this is serious. We get into a stretcher really quickly, in a private location too. And everyone is extra kind, even the staff who aren't directly taking care of us. Their sideways glances as they walk past us tell me that they know something that I don't. We are waiting for the pediatric physician to come and see us. The emergency doctor was quick to tell us we needed to wait for somebody from the peds team to review our results and confirm them. Another flag that this is serious. Sophia had been tired for so much of December. It was easy to overlook. School was finally back in person post-pandemic. Maybe it was just getting used to all of the social stimulation. Could it have been mental health? I didn't think she exercised enough, and she certainly spent way too much time on her phone. Finally, we see the doctor. She is warm and engaging, a mother herself. She takes the time to wheel a stroller or a stool over and sit down at the end of our stretcher. With a calmness and a directness that is well practiced, she tells us that without a doubt, Sophia has leukemia. You see, Sophia has blasts present in her blood, her hemoglobin is critically low, and she needs to start to receive blood transfusions immediately. We will be transferred to a pediatric cancer center out of town in another city for further testing and to receive treatment. I'm teetering on the edge of going into nurse mom mode. Just focus on the facts, pay attention to the prognosis, and what the next steps are. When the doctor leaves to give us some space, my beautiful 16-year-old daughter looks at me with big, fat alligator tears starting to roll down her cheeks, and she whispers, "Cancer? Mom, I can't have cancer. I'm just starting grade 11. I have my whole life ahead of me." Suddenly, I'm not in nurse mom mode anymore, but back in my body, looking back at my beautiful daughter, and I say to her, "Honey, we are going to get through this together, one step at a time." Dealing with tragedy isn't new to me. When I was 22, in my final year of nursing school, my dad passed away after being sick with lung cancer for 2 years. When I was 32, my husband had a sudden cardiac arrest in his sleep, leaving me with 3 children under the age of 5. And at 38, my mom, who had moved in to help me with the kids, died within 6 weeks of a diagnosis with an aggressive form of lung cancer, or cancer. For both Sophia and I, hearing a cancer diagnosis stirred a fear from deep within, based on our previous experiences with both cancer and with death. I thought I had had enough chaos in my life. I had been through everything, and my turn for bad things was over. Little did I know that this would end up being one of the biggest lessons of my life. Through each of my losses, my mantra was to keep going, keep busy. The alarm goes off, and it's 5 a.m. I hear the grinder starting on my coffee maker, and I feel grateful for the smell of freshly brewed coffee as I head down the stairs. Sitting with my morning brew in the quiet and dimly lit living room, I relish these few moments of stillness to start my day. I take a few minutes to journal and meditate, and then begrudgingly pick up the dumbbells and do a quick workout that I keep in the hall, trying to get everything done before my 3 early morning risers come down the stairs. This routine waxes and wanes, but is an overall practice that keeps me grounded before I'm off to the races each day. I didn't always do this, and started it after my husband Brad died, after reading books on coping with loss and grief. Brad and I had had our children intentionally close together. We thrived on chaos, work hard, play harder kind of attitude. Saturday nights would find us from one extreme to the other, sometimes having dinner parties, out dancing, or we would be curled up on the couch with our laptops working. When he died, I was driven by a faith that we are never given anything more than we can handle. I took on the responsibilities of being a solo parent with a determination that others marveled at. I went back to the office and put a lot of energy and focus into my professional life. Work was a place where I was in control, where I succeeded, and where I could forget about my pain and loss. Racing home after work, after saying for one too many, just one more emails, I'd find the kids finishing up dinner that Grandma had made. "Mom, can't you wait for me to get home before you serve dinner? Amanda, the kids need routine. We eat dinner at 5. I was grateful, but also silently frustrated that I wasn't living life the way that I had thought Brad and I would. So bath time became the kids and my sacred time together. Lots of bubbles, toys, and joys of laughter most nights. The kids are now all in school, and we are rushing out the door most days in a flurry of chaos for their 8 a.m. start time. I have been promoted to director, the youngest director in our organization, and have a lot to prove, so I think. I'm joining work meetings as I drop them off, trying to remember to mute the line as I give the kids a kiss goodbye and tell them to have a good day. Many days my coworkers hear us say our goodbyes as I mute the line. Thank goodness aftercare program goes until 6 p.m., I am thinking, as I race in at 5:45, my kids being the last one to be picked up. "Mom, why can't you come earlier?" I am met with. I shush them, usually finishing up a final call for the day. A quick stop at home for a bite and a change of clothes, and off we go to evening activities, the kids and I forming our own little team, working together to survive and be there for each other. Each day, a replay of the one previous. Work fills my cup, where I feel valued and where I am succeeding. It's not common for me to say, I'm a better mom when I'm at work. Truth be told, this still rings true today. I have a professional drive that is always there, pushing me, keeping me going. I love to be challenged in the work that I do and enjoy the complex problem solving and the support that I get to give to others. When my mom was sick in the hospital, I would work at her bedside as she rested, received medication, and waited for tests, working away, offering a distraction that made me feel important. With my daughter's diagnosis, things were different. I felt a panic and a fear that put work in a different light. At first, I tried my typical strategy, bringing my work laptop with me like a security blanket. One Saturday afternoon, this is different, I tell my mom's best friend, a second mom to me since my mom had passed. I just can't stay focused on work. Oh, Amanda, she said in her calm, quiet voice. That doesn't surprise me. This is not the natural order of things. Your child is not supposed to be this sick. The nurse in me knew that Sophia would probably be okay, but the mom in me just couldn't fully trust that. So I took 9 months away from work to fully be with my daughter. And let me tell you, it was absolutely necessary. The majority of our days were at the hospital or arranging last-minute appointments, managing side effects from chemotherapy, and supporting her siblings through such a big impact on their life. Cancer truly does affect the whole family. Our schedules were in constant disruption. Last-minute changes of plans because of unexpected admissions as a result of a fever or due to side effects from the chemotherapy was our norm. In those 9 months, there were also the quiet days where I was thrust back into the time of what it was like when the kids were really young, doing laundry while she slept, making lunch, hoping she would make what I ate or what I made. But this time, I bathed in the gratitude of those moments, thankful for not being distracted by work, appreciation for the space and privilege to be here. As I transitioned back to the office after the first 9 months of treatment, it wasn't with a mantra to keep busy. It was with a deeper presence and awareness of what truly matters, both when I'm at work and also when I'm at home or needing to be there for Sophia and her siblings. It's a balance and a dance that has taken me time to learn, and one that I'm still practicing at. To focus on how to live in alignment with how I want to feel, connected to my family, valued professionally and personally. To do this, I need to practice holding boundaries, which means leaving work at a regular time and less staying for one too many emails, and showing up as my best self and not my perfect self. It's a cold, sunny day in February. Sophia is homesick with a fever caused by the good old common cold while she's home on a reading week from university. She went through her cancer diagnosis with a strength that marveled her healthcare team, graduating with honors with her high school class and getting into all of her universities she applied to. Being sick sucks, she says. Yes, it does, I laugh. Our eyes lock for a moment, and we laugh, knowing, almost without saying, that everything will be okay.